Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Wealth Wednesday. As we get deeper into an election year, many are on the verge of retirement, and they're trying to figure out how the current political climate may impact their plans. Joining me now is Acadiana's retirement strategist, John Blanchard. John's a financial professional with Matthew James Tax and Wealth Management, and he's a popular radio show host. John, what kind of impact can an election year have on us?
Yeah, so look, we're at a point where we're going to see possibly a change in our leader in our country. And then we got to look at what's the reaction from there. Mm-hmm. So our market's overpriced right now. We have an astounding amount of debt that the country has on the books, plus also what individuals do too. Mm-hmm. The inflation that we're dealing with, the interest rate crisis, possible war. So there's a lot of things that people are very nervous about, and they're making this transition from being in the workforce to being retired. So we have to look at how is their portfolio exposed to legislative risk. Mm-hmm. So you have market risk, you have sequence of return risk, you have interest rate risk, but the legislative risk is something that's big because that's a tax, that's a huge tax change that could happen where someone's taxes could increase by double or even more. So we just have to have a grand view of everything that you have. Mm-hmm. and make sure that you have a holistic plan in place to lower your liability in all these different areas.
Yeah, and tell us more about that plan that we can set in place to protect ourselves. What should be the first step that we're taking?
Yeah, so we need to do a risk assessment to see how risky you're taking, how much risk you're taking with your investments. Because ideally, the market's overpriced. We have to look at lowering that risk. Number two is looking at your tax risk. And then from there, we got to look at your healthcare cost in retirement, and then having a distribution strategy for when you retire to where you get the necessary income that you need to receive from your portfolio. And then from there is having a long-term plan. So we have money allocated in each different type of bucket, so you have a solid bulletproof plan in retirement.
If your goal is to retire in the next few years, John has a great offer for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers who have saved $250,000 or more, he is offering a no-charge, no-obligation, full-blown retirement income plan just for you. This will allow John's team to speak with you personally and provide you a roadmap going forward. Again, and it's all at no cost, and the number to call right now is 337-366-8366. Thanks so much, John.
No problem at all.
We'll be right back after the break.